CQ, CQDX, CQ, CQDX, 2 Division, UDX 483, 2 UDX 483, Owl QSY to 27380, 27.380 for possible contact. We go.
CQ, CQ Malacon, CQ, CQ stateside.
CQ, CQDX, 2 UDX 483, standing by.
483, North Dakota 062, copy.
062 North Dakota, I got a good copy on you, my friend.
Yeah, we got you a 7-9 over here in the North Dakota. You got Greg here, Dickinson.
Roger, Greg. I think I may have spoken with you before. I'm not 100%, but I think we may have.
Yeah, what state again?
South Carolina.
Okay, Roger. Yeah, you're sounding really good here. I didn't think it was coming in, but then all of a sudden the band just started to kind of wake up.
Yeah, I've had real strange conditions here this morning. I had absolutely nothing. Then all of a sudden I had a guy out of the Dutch West Indies coming in like he was closer than local. And but that was it. There was nothing else beyond him. And then everything went away, and then I went to 555 and it was quiet, and then the next thing it was like a hornet's nest. There was 1,000 calls at the same time.
Yeah, it's been strange conditions here a little bit. Yeah, it's just that's the way it is. You know, it's just in and out, kind of like the weather here. We've been like 60 degrees here a while back, and then now we're gonna get about 6 to a foot of snow, 6 to 12 inches tomorrow. We got snow coming down right now. Probably got about an inch or about 2 inches on the ground, and just a week ago it was like 60 degrees.
Well, yeah, we're sitting at about 60 degrees already this morning, and we had a front come across us yesterday. It started raining yesterday. Nothing real heavy. It was supposed to rain all night, but apparently it didn't. Got some clouds this morning, a little bit of rain, spotty rain, and some sun, and that's about it.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's just this time of year, the weather's whenever that jet stream, kind of flows. If it comes up north, it brings the warm air, and then but when it dips south here, then we get the cold from Canada. They call it the Alberta Clipper out of the northwest. That's what's bringing all this snow right now.
Roger, Roger. Yeah, the front that came across to us is going up in the north into New York and Ontario, and it's all snow up there right now.
Oh, they're getting snow in New York?
Yeah, apparently the upper part of New York and that region is from this big line of storms that came across us. It covered most of the East Coast. You said you were 062, correct?
Roger.
Roger, I'm gonna log you here. Oh, by the way, I've got you 5758. It's dropped back to about 55 at one point, but for the most part, 7 and 8 there, Roger.
Well, you're coming in stronger now. Here, I got an ICOM 718 on a super penetrator here. A vertical and 10, 12 meter antenna. I love it. It works wonderful. Got it on a rooftop mount, and yeah, you're coming in 9 over now.
Good deal. I'm using a Anytone Quad 5 Plus. Got a little Texas Star MC250, little old antique thing. Average is about 180. Using a Delta M2 microphone and a Mako V5.8 sitting at about 22 feet there, Roger.
Roger. Yeah, it's sounding good. It's sounding good here. I know I have like this QYT. It's a 4-bander actually. The thing was only like under $100. It's like $96. Got that off of Amazon there, and this thing really works great. It's for 2 meter and 70 centimeter. It's got, oh, what is that? That 223 frequency in there. That's like a European thing, but you can talk on it here.
Roger, is that MERS or whatever?
No. The MERS is in the 151 to 154 megahertz, 2 meter area. I know there's 5 frequencies there on the MERS here. But yeah, they open up that frequency, you know, it's like 151.820 and then channel 5 in the MERS 154.600. I know about those, yeah.
Right on that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm considering doing something a little more than what I'm doing now, but yeah, it's kind of tit for tat, you know. I kind of like the fact that, you know, yeah, I do a YouTube channel, and by the way, I'm recording what we're doing now, so if you want to take a look at it later on, as long as you don't mind, I'll post it out on my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I won't. But, you know, yeah, with my YouTube channel, like my wife said, it makes it a little bit easier for people to find me. But that's my only objection to ham is, you know, if somebody wants to know where I'm at, all they got to do is punch in on QRZ and boom, it gives them my address and everything.
Yeah, Roger, yeah. I know there's just too much information out there. It's like, yeah, so you want to, you know, play it safe. I know. It's like, yeah, that's, I got the same thing. Like, I have an ICOM. I'm on my 718, but I have a 7300 ICOM. I have an SD card in there, and I can record all the stuff I'm talking on the air and stuff, and record conversation. Yeah, it's just, that's the era we're in.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, like I said, I don't mind if anybody records me. That's every now and then I get to hear myself somewhere else. But yeah, my only objection is the fact of my actual address being at the touch of someone's fingertips. But like I said, like my wife said, all they've got to do is have my name and Google it, and you can find the address that way nowadays, I guess.
Yeah, when you got your, anyway, yeah, it's easy to find someone, yeah. So I got a security system in my house. I got security, 2 different systems, and yeah, just, you know, who knows who's going to come. There's a guy named Carl, but he left the United States. He's living over in British Columbia there, up in Canada, or Vancouver. This guy left United. He was getting hassled so much, but he has some very strong views. But he was retired. But he left the country, went retired. But he wanted to go over in that area anyway. But yeah, he got political persecution, and it kind of drove him out of the country.
Wow, that's crazy. It really is. Are you on Cluster DX by chance?
No, negative.
Roger. I was gonna say I'd log you over there, and if you were, I'd send you an EQSL card, which I could do that, but I'd have to have your email address in order to do it.
No, that's all right.
That's cool, not a problem at all. But yeah, I mean, I had you that last transmission. You were bumping over the 9 dBs there.
Yeah. What's the handle there?
UDX 483 AM. I'm mud bucket like a bucket of mud, but it's UDX-483. That's also my YouTube channel, UDX-483.
You what?
Uniform, Delta, X-ray, number 4, number 8, number 3. Person on this end is Steve, QSL.
Oh, okay. okay, yeah. Gotcha, yep, QSL, yeah, okay. Mud bucket, that's a good one, yeah. Guy reminded me of talking to the other guy the other day. He just went by a rusty truck.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, that was actually the name of my truck. I got a little S15 four-wheel drive back in the early 90s. And, you know, everybody was on the CB, and I'm looking at my truck, and I said, well, you know, that's my mud bucket. So that's what I started by, and it kind of stuck with me, and I got off the radio for about 20 years up until COVID, and I didn't pull my stuff out because of COVID. I pulled my stuff out to sell it because I was out of work. And one of the guys that bought some equipment from me convinced me to go on his YouTube channel, and he does a Saturday night show, and gave me that itch again, and lo and behold, I got back into it, and wish I didn't sell most of what I sold there, Roger.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, I know, I like them old trucks. I have a 79 Ford F-150, it's a two-wheel drive, full-size, you know, it's a Ranger, they call it a Ranger, but they were full-size back then in 79. It's got that cool front end. They made them from 78 to 79. I like the front end on it, and it was my dad's truck. And then he had a 351M in it, but a rod went out, so then I went and got hold of a 400 M. It's the same block, just bigger stroke, bigger cam in it, and same valves and heads as a 351, but it's called a 400M. I give it a lot more power and torque in it, but I love it. It just runs great. Nice, good, solid truck.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, my father-in-law had a 74 F-100. He had a farm, and when he passed away, they offered it to me. But I told him, I said, you know, I told my brother-in-law, I said, it was your dad's truck. Wouldn't you like to have it? And he took it and stuck it out there, and it's been sitting out there. He's never done anything with it, and now I kind of wish I would have taken it.
Yeah, I like this old truck I got. You know, it don't ride too bad. It's got that twin I-beam suspension in the front, and it's got Ford 9-inch in it with that C6 tranny's just bulletproof. And yeah, I know that truck I think must have about 150,000, 60,000 on it, but the 400 I put into it, I got it from a junkyard here, but it came out of an LTD and it was rebuilt. It had about 80,000 miles on it when I got it from the junkyard here, but it was just in great shape. I mean, it just runs great. It's just really good motor, and anyway, I'm just never going to get rid of it. It's got tilt, cruise control, air conditioning. You know, it's just kind of a good old truck.
Hey, Roger on that. My father-in-law's was a 302, 3-speed on the tree. No AC, no power, no nothing. He bought it brand new. It was a black truck. He brought it home, decided he was going to teach my mother-in-law how to drive the clutch. With less than 50 miles on it, she put it into a barbed wire fence all the way down the side of a nice brand new black truck. And that was the last time she ever drove the truck. But yeah, it was a good truck. I think it's only got like 70,000 miles on it, but every bit of it was hard because it was here on the farm.
Yeah, they're can't beat them old Fords, you know. It seemed like after when they came out with that new truck from 1980 up, they were just kind of, they were kind of junk. But I got the very last year where they were the, you know, the solid old trucks, but I guess they had some problems when they came out with 80 on up. For a while there, Ford came out with some junk, but a friend of mine had one. He bought an 80, and he said it wasn't worth nothing.
Yeah, Roger. Ford goes through its spells for sure. It's like I had a 2000 F-150. I had the 5.4 in it, 4-wheel drive. It was a hell of a truck. I got it used. It was wrecked when I got it, and I did enough to it to make it drivable. And I put almost 200,000 miles on it after I got it, and it was a great truck, and it was strong. But that next truck they came out with, the Mark Series in 2004, it was not a good truck. And the ones they're putting out now are just, in my opinion, I worked for Ford for 10 years, so I've been around it a little bit, but I wouldn't have one of those new trucks unless somebody gave it to me.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, I know. I just got to pick up. I mean, to haul stuff around, I use it for hauling anything I need to haul, you know, with this 79 I got, you know, and then I have 3 other cars that I'm driving, but that's my pickup. It's just my old 2-wheel drive pickup. You got to have a truck, haul stuff, you know.
Yeah, it's you know, I don't really it's baffled me how people can do without them, which, you know, I've worked with a Jeep Cherokee and a trailer, you know, but a truck would do a lot better.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, I just use, you know, for hauling trees, branches out, whatever you got to haul, furniture, yeah, it's just great having a truck around. And yeah, I like this old 79 though. It's a hoot driving around. I got dual exhaust and some glass packs on it, and it makes a little rumble, and it's my funnest vehicle. I love driving around. It's got it goes great. I mean, it's got 400 in it, so it's got some good torque, low end torque, and it's just a fun vehicle to drive, and I like listening to the pipes rattle a little bit.
Yeah, Roger on that. North Dakota, I don't guess you hear much out of South Dakota, do you?
Not a whole lot. Every now and then, I know they have this Wyoming cowboy net there on 80 meters there, and then there's some stations that check into that there. It's on 29, what is that? Cowboy net. 3923.
Roger. That's the reason I asked. I had the opportunity to talk with a guy in North Dakota a few times, and I almost got to talk to him about a week ago, but I'm not sure if the conditions dropped out or if he bailed because I had another station coming in, but called himself #1 South Dakota. Guy named Jesse, real nice guy, heck of a station, man. I mean to tell you, it sounded pristine. But anyway, if you ever hear a guy #1 South Dakota, Jesse, wave a hand at him for me.
Roger, #1, huh? That's all he goes by?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, #1, huh? He said, yeah, well, I'm #1 because I think I'm the only person in South Dakota.
Right on, I know, yeah. Me being in North Dakota, they, on these contesting stations and all that stuff, I mean, when they hear you're from North Dakota, man, they holler back, because, North Dakota, Wyoming too, Wyoming is sparsely populated, so, yeah, Wyoming, North Dakota, South Dakota, yeah, you get a lot of callbacks.
Yeah, Roger on to Wyoming. I had 2 guys in Wyoming back when I was AM only, and something about conditions for about 2 months, maybe close to 3 months. If I turned on the radio, I heard them, and if I wanted to talk to anybody else, I pretty much had to go to a different frequency, talking on 285 AM. And man, I tell you, it was just like talking to locals. But a guy named Rainmaker, 663 Rainmaker in Cheyenne, and number 13, Freddie Krueger, and there's a guy out of Texas, 338 out of Texas, hauls these windmill blades back and forth from Wyoming to Texas, and all over the country. But they've been working in Wyoming this year. I've been able to talk to him for a good couple months, but it's dropped out again.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, it's been good lately. The propagation here. For a while, it was like last year in the spring or March and that early summer. It was great. Then it fell out, but now it's back. We're at the solar cycle 25, I think they call it. Solar 25. We're in year 24, so it's still ramping up, and then it'll peak in 25, the solar cycle with the sunset. It's the sunspots that make all this propagation happen, and then it's gonna, for a few years, then it'll go 26, 27, and then it's supposed to kind of drop out by 28 or so. But now we're getting just about to the peak of the solar cycle, so now's the time to have fun.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, it's hard to believe that it's going to get better than what it is. They say when it gets to the peak that unless you can go to some remote frequencies, it's going to be almost impossible to have any real communication.
Yeah, Roger on that, yeah. I mean, if you want to look up, I don't know how to read it, but it's like a weather report. They have this, it's called Solar Ham, on your computer, on the net, on the web. It's solar.com. Just look up solar.com, and it gives like a weather report for like a 3-day report on they call it the solar wind or conditions, but I don't know how to quite read it. They'll give like a statement saying that it'll be good for DX and stuff like that, but it's interesting. And then they show actual pictures of the sun. They have these special cameras. They look at the sun and you can see it, live and stuff, and they give videos of the solar flares. It's interesting.
That's cool. Yeah, if you could actually predict, when the top cycles would be, that would be very convenient.
Yeah, just look up solar.com, and then it'll on that site, and then it'll give like a weather report on the conditions, and it'll say if the flare, or I don't know how to read those numbers, but it'll say there, if you're going to have good propagation or not.
Good deal. Good deal. Well, like I said, I have a video recording of our QSO, and if you'd like to check it out, as long as you don't mind me putting it out there, I'm going to put it on my YouTube channel, Roger.
Sure. Yeah, just leave off the portion where it says I'm in Dickinson, North Dakota.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, just leave out where my location on it. No.
Okay, as long as you don't say that again, we're okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, anyway, you never know what, your corrupt government's up to.
Yeah, Roger on that. I heard a QSK in there. Did you hear that?
Nah, negative.
Go QSK. think I heard 009 Saskatchewan. I think I heard that, but it was kind of choppy.
0093.
Nothing on my end here.
Over the 3 empty channels there, and you're the only one coming in here. T37 and 38.
0093 Saskatchewan. Yeah, I don't know, Greg. He was coming in and out there. I think he said 0093 Saskatchewan, and I couldn't hear everything he said.
Yeah, so it's good to give a pause now and in between, you know, see if somebody else, sorry, jumping in.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, like I said, these conditions are very strange today. I'm actually surprised we've been able to hold it this long. I thought you were going to go away a couple times, but it only dropped back to 5 and 5. So, yeah, it never dropped.
Yeah, you're coming in real fine, just real clear. I mean, yeah, sometimes you're like 7-9, and it'll drop down to 5-7, but you never drop out of there. It's your signal's holding up real good.
Yeah, I don't have a whole bunch of, I don't have that big static bank today either. I've had a terrible static bank for the past couple months. It comes in, and a lot of times I have 7S units of pure static.
Yeah, that QRN is problematic. Yeah, it's like that from day to day. It's just, well, it's the solar cycle doing that, you know, when they have the solar storms that blow through and then they knock out this. Yeah, that's where that's from, is the sun.
Yeah, Roger, and I love this radio. I get nothing but praise on the audio out of it, but the one thing it lacks is a good noise blanking system. It's not enhanced at all. It's actually a bit primitive to a lot of the regular CBs, but you know, for what I've got in it and the performance I'm getting out of it, I'll deal with some static.
That's Anytone?
Roger, it's a Quad 5 Plus. It's not the N2. It's not the little smaller one. It's more like a CB based. It's kind of like the old Galaxy DX88 or the North Star DX880.
Okay, Roger, yeah. I think this QYT is made by the same outfit there, that Anytone, because my buddy's got both of them, a friend of mine, and yeah, I like this little QYT, man. It's got like 4 bands on it, or it's got this 223 megahertz on it, and then you got 2 meters, centimeter, and but I can read 4 channels at once on it on the screen and scan them. Thing's small. I mean, it's like about double the thickness of a cigarette pack, and then about 4 inches wide. It's not very big, but yeah, it's got a cooling fan in it. But it'll go 25 watts or 10 watts. But it's only 96 bucks on the internet.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, they're making a lot of those, the smaller ones, and Stryker, Anytone, a lot of them, they make these, look like little tactical radios, look like something you'd see in a cop car or whatever. Make some 10 meters and so on. Making a lot of that stuff. And this particular radio, like I said, the Anytone, it was marketed in England under Superstar. Radioddity is producing a lot of the same chassis radios as the Anytones. This particular radio has been marketed under, I think, about 4 different manufacturers as far as the names. Now, are they all the same company making it or not? I'm not sure. But Anytone definitely made some improvements when they put it out, they actually made another one past mine. It was a Quad 5 Plus N, and the N is for the expanded noise reduction, and I didn't get that one. It wasn't available at the time.
Okay, Roger that. Yeah, I mean, this is Chinese stuff. This Anytone made by Chinese, I believe. But yeah, I really like my QYT. It has excellent audio, like you're saying. Your Anytone you sounded really good, real clear, beautiful audio on that radio. I have the same comments on my QYT here when I'm on the air, and I don't know about noise reduction. You don't really need it on 2 meter, 70 centimeter stuff, but just your squelch. But yeah, I mean, they're great radio.
Yeah, I got a whopping $246 invested in this one, and that was shipped to the front door. So yeah, and as far as the modification to 11 meters, it was a matter of holding 2 buttons, powering it on, and the display came up with 1 BND or 1 BD, I think that's what it was, and you switch the channel selector where it said 2 BD, that's 2 bands, and that's 10 and 11 meter.
Yeah, Roger, yeah, that's, I know on this 718 I opened it up myself. I just saw the video on YouTube, and I just got out the soldering iron and just did it real slow and careful, but just remove a little diode resistor, and the thing is so darn small, it's just a speck, but it wasn't hard to do. Got it done.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I've seen several of those that I think the realistic, a lot of their 10 meters is just a matter of taking the chip out, but this one didn't even have to cut a wire or anything at all like that. It was literally just holding buttons. You can't make it any simpler than that. And you know, a lot of them now, they just have one white wire that stands out from every wire in the radio, and you cut the one wire. But yeah, this one, there was nothing invasive at all. It was all from the face of the radio.
Right, Roger, that's what my buddy was saying. Yeah, he's got an Anytone too. He did the same thing, right? It's just a matter of pressing the series of the buttons there to get it to open up, right? Yeah. And on the Yaesus, like on the 911A and stuff, on some Yaesu radios, to open it up to on the 11 meter, you just go into the circuit board, open, take the cover, pop the cover, and all you do is to touch these 2 points to make the solder flow between them. They're like right next to each other, but they're not soldered. You got to know where on the board. We'll show you on the video, and then you just touch it with a soldering iron, and you just flow the, just flow some. It'll just make contact between those 2 points, and you're opened up.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that at all.
Yeah, I can't make it no simpler than that. Anyway, yeah, these radios they're fun. It's I'm having a blast as I'm just especially in the winter. In North Dakota, it gets cold up here. We got 8 months of bad weather, 4 months of some nice, decent weather here. So it's just, I've been having a blast just sitting around talking. It's just better than just vegetating on TV.
Yeah, Roger on that. Yeah, I definitely could, I can understand that one. Yeah, that's the one thing about here. We have 1 day of winter and about 364 days of everything in between.
Yeah, here in South Carolina there, I'm trying to think, is there you know where Shelby is?
Yeah, that's in North Carolina. I'm the state right below them.
Yeah, because the company I work for, we have a plant over there. They make parts for Bobcat, and they're in Shelby, North Carolina. Yeah, and okay, yeah, very good. Hey, where is that Busch Gardens? Because I was there once with my brother when he was in the Navy back in the 90s. Is that North Carolina or South Carolina?
There's a Busch Gardens in Virginia, and there's a Busch Gardens in Florida.
Okay, that's where we're at, Virginia then, yeah, I went to Busch Gardens there, and I went on that roller coaster, Dragonfire. It's one of the top 5 coasters, probably not anymore, but at the time it was, I remember we just had a blast there that whole day. You just stay there the whole day, and it was just fun.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, my wife and I have been many years ago before we had children, and yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was just great. It was great atmosphere, and they have, I just like the different ethnics there. You had like a German beer hall there, and then you went into Scandinavia, and the food, it was really good, and it was great sitting in having a beer in the German beer hall.
You're Roger on that. Well, Greg, I'm gonna have to step out of here for a few minutes. I definitely enjoyed the QSO. I'm glad you reached out to me. 062 Greg in North Dakota. Yeah, I'm really amazed that we've been able to do this. I guess it was meant to be today.
Yeah, Roger, thanks for coming back. It's always, like I say, it's so much fun just to sit and visit with somebody and just, rate you. Thanks for coming back to me too. Enjoyed it immensely. I'm gonna check out of here and make some breakfast here. So, all right, 73s. Thanks for the QSO. 062. We'll be clear on your final, sir.
Roger, Greg. Well, the pleasure was all mine. Like I said, I'm glad you reached out to me. I'm glad we were able to have this QSO. Not very often on 11 meters you get to do anything for any real length of time unless it's late at night, and around here I don't get much conditions late at night anymore, which that's going to be subject to change real soon with the summer coming in. But I'm sure, I feel we'll probably do this again. Looking forward to the next time. And if you get a chance, go out there and take a listen to what you sound like in the Carolinas. I think you'll be happy with what you hear. UDX-483, that's me, 483. And we'll be saying 73s, 51s, and a click, 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 my friend.
Roger. I was just going to mention, do you ever go above 405? You get up in like from 415 or 405 up to 450. There's that gray area in there. There's a lot of great QSOs. I hear a lot of European, England and stuff in there, and Australia.
Yeah, I do the free band thing. I go up to the triple nickel, and I'll go about as high as around, I'll venture a little bit into 7. If somebody's going there, I prefer not to. But I pretty much stay around 675 and below. And I'll go as low as 26775. Catch some FM down there. The call channel is 26805 if you didn't know that. That's the call frequency. And then usually about 4 channels either side of that for the QSOs.
Oh, okay, roger that. That's not in the 12 meters, is it?
No, it's just above it. 26805 is still it's just above 12 meters.
Oh, okay, all right, I didn't know that. Well, yeah, I just jotted that down. Okay, thank you, yeah, I'll check that out, okay. All right then. All right, thanks for the great visit here, and yeah, we can go get some breakfast here. Getting hungry, so. All right, you have a great day. 062 here, we're clear.
Roger, Roger, Greg. Again, pleasure is all mine. 73s, 51s, and click, click, click till we do it next time.